Welcome, folks. Welcome, one and all. I am here doing a live, uh, and so I hope you guys enjoy it. It's another one. It's yet another live in a long series of lives. Hang on a second. There we go. Putting my little post up there. Some of you may or may not be able to. Uh, some of you may or may not be able to post. Rather, I won't see your posts until after the live is done in one of the Facebook places. But this is going on YouTube, it's going on Facebook, Javier Box, then Facebook, my personal page. One of those two Facebook pages doesn't allow me to post comments, so sorry about that. But if you're watching me on YouTube, feel free to comment away. I will see them immediately and do my best to answer them when I see them. Well, I won't see them immediately. I'll see them when I look at them. So now, for all of you that have been paying attention, I've got one section of roof up. I just came back I've been moving stuff from the house, so just came back from a quick move, and those are the only things really that interrupt me and give me a little bit of a vacation, but not much. And so now I'm going back to it. Hopefully I'll get the underlayment done, all of it by the end of this weekend. The underlayment, rather the peel and stick underlayment. So here's what I'm doing. The peel and stick underlayment. I'm cutting this to 2 foot and 1 foot rolls. It's a 3 foot roll. Wherever there's a ridge, just for extra protection, I'm putting the 1 foot strip. And I'm putting the 2 foot strip all along the edge. That will be my first layer. You have to have 2 layers throughout. But a lot of people, the inspector was actually telling me a lot of people make a mistake of, they overlap it half lap. And I'm talking the synthetic underlayment. That's the part, some of you remember it as felt. It's no longer felt these days. You can get felt, but it's heavier, hard to work with, more expensive, and not as good at rips. And you slip when it's when there's water on it. This thing seals just like it, or very much like it. It breathes, it makes a watertight seal, but the ultimate seal is your shingles anyway. So, but this will protect your roof long enough if there is if shingles blow off, so you can re-roof. Regardless, the underlayment, you have the deck, which is plywood. You have the underlayment, which is 2 layers of the synthetic underlayment. Obviously, you have your flashings and your drip edges, and then you have the asphalt shingles on the roof. Those are the different layers. There's a lot of debate as to whether to put underlayment, then drip edge, or drip edge, then underlayment. Frankly, what I'm doing is peel and stick, and it's lapping over a little bit, drip edge, underlayment. And that will sandwich in, so in case there is any little drips to get through there, it will be, won't harm the roof. Won't harm the deck or leak. So, that being said, on the edges, I'm doing 2 foot underlayment. On the valleys, I've already completed the valleys. The valleys are basically, this is like triple layer on the valleys. I'm putting peel and stick underlayment 3 foot wide along all of the valley. Then on top of that, I'm putting metal flashing. Then on top of that, I'm putting the underlayment. So the valleys are going to get quite a bit of protection. That's where the valleys and edges of sunroofs and things like that, that's where most leaks begin or occur. So, peel and stick 2 foot around the edge, the perimeter of the house, and 1 foot over all the valleys. I finished half of it. I'm cutting another 2 or 3 rolls to finish some more valley ridge work. 1 foot on the ridges. Then is the fun part of probably tomorrow and the day after, and Monday maybe, I will be doing the entire perimeter. I'm going to try to do the peel and stick, and at the same time, the drip edge. So, if you have any questions, by all means, ask away. I will do my best to answer. So I built myself a little contraption here. And I'll be chatting and telling stories in between, as I often do. So if you guys are interested in any of that, by all means, sit back and enjoy. So, I built myself a little contraption, which is that thing. I just put a long tube, if you will, on across 2 sawhorses, and now I can roll this out a lot easier, because trying to lift it and roll it and lift it and roll it was just not productive. This way, I can just go along. Carefully, because this should be straight. I mean, the ridges don't matter; they're overlapping, but that edge, that bottom edge, that's the edge that goes over the. This is the bottom edge here, because this piece has the nailing pattern. So the bottom edge, if you will, I want to put nails in it. Rather, the bottom edge goes over the, it laps over, it goes underneath the drip edge. I want it to be as straight as possible. Maybe not the easiest in the world, but it rolls. It rolls very well enough. Make my roll a little tighter. It's more convenient for me that way. I should go get my gloves, because I don't have any gloves. This stuff is, it's got mineral on it, so. Mineral is another way of saying rocks and glass and stuff like that. So you don't want to be handling a little piece that might end up, cutting you. I've done that a few times with asphalt shingles. If you don't handle asphalt shingles with gloves, ooh, God help. Because there's always, imagine little tiny pieces of crushed glass. Sometimes they add that to there. I mean, they're fiberglass shingles, so, and you grab it, and that little corner just goes, book, and hits you just in the right place. Or I should say in the wrong place. In the right place to cause pain, but We're gonna check on, see how you guys are doing out there. I bet you Dave is there.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Dave's one of my first, usually one of my first. You know who I haven't seen in a long time? Jeff Robinson. And I suspect what happened was he, I better check, because Facebook, for some stupid reason, and they didn't tell me, they closed my account for no reason, and I have no idea, why. And in the end, I had to create a new account. Those of you, almost all of you know this because you've had to friend me a second time. But, 12 years, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, not the friendliest of services. But, it's all it takes is one guy. All it takes is one guy to complain, one guy behind the switch with a bad attitude, that has a vengeance against you or something, a vendetta. Has a vendetta against you, and that's all it takes. Now, if that was the case, I feel sorry for them. Frankly, I post my videos on my site, I post them on YouTube, there's other venues. It's only a little bit of an inconvenience when you are banned. And many of you have already gone through it, from what I hear. I'll be right back, folks. I've got to get my gloves because I really don't feel comfortable handling all that mineral without the gloves. I'll be sliding around quite a bit. Righty then. I'm back, folks. Gotta have the gloves. Gotta have the gloves. See, I cut it all the way through, so I should be reeling it in now. This is just about the hottest part of the day. Supposedly we have some rain coming today in this area, so that's never good when you're working on the roof. But it is what it is. Pretty soon you'll see a bunch of videos of me inside here working on other things. Because as soon as the roof is done, I'm going full bore on this area. So, we'll see when that happens. The woodworker in me wants to take a big saw and just slice it in half. However, there's only one problem with that. This is a very sticky, rubbery substance. As soon as I put the saw into it, it will gum it up. So, in fact, it's gumming up the knife, and the knife is actually meant for these things, you know. But well, it is what it is. A 75-foot roll, in case you guys are wondering. Is it, or is it 50 foot? Oh, well, regardless of whatever it is. Feels like it takes forever. So one of the things that I've been doing while I'm out here is investigating, comfortable. My time is valuable, so at the moment, rather than wasting 2 hours to go out and get groceries, I try a different delivery method. Kroger, surprisingly, they've got some relatively good brands. I mean, the generic brands. I'm all up for generic brands if they taste like sour cream. There's no difference between Kroger sour cream and Breakstones, And so, I mean, obviously there is maybe, but not to my taste when I mix it with Lipton golden onion soup mix for dips, because that's what I'm using it for. But things like that, and if you order over $35, it's convenient because you get free delivery. Now, granted, my wife and I are, cost-conscious coupon cutters. Not to go into too much alliteration. So really you got to calculate that it's not really saving you. If you want to put all of the factors in place, 2 hours of my time, going to the grocery store, the money, the gas that it takes to go to the grocery store, the time it takes to unload, well, that doesn't matter because Kroger delivers and then you still have to put the stuff away, so that's the same, that's a wash. But the time it takes to pick everything up, go through the cashier, unload your car, and then load your car, and then unload your car. So all of that, you calculate to the penny all the time, what your time is worth, and in the end, I would say it's about break even, because here's the thing, we save a lot by, probably $20, $30 by cutting coupons. Now, Kroger's got these online coupons, if you take advantage of them, you save some money there. But on the other hand, you're forced to, let's say I buy creamy chicken noodle soup, which I'm a big fan of. If I shop like my wife, I'll look for whatever's on sale, and I'm pretty good. But me, I'm more I have a certain bunch of foods that I eat. California Pizza Kitchen, 4-cheese pizza, go by my size. Creamy chicken noodle soup from Chunky's. Certain brands that I always buy. And if I were the savvy shopper, I'd go to Target and buy them each for $2. Kroger's got them for $2.67. So every one of those cans I buy, and I usually end up buying 12 at a time. So there's an extra $4. $8, sorry, there's an extra $8 that I lost there. So, every 2-3 weeks, I would say for the convenience of Kroger, I'm probably spending an extra $20 to $30 every month or so. But that's more than I would spend. But you figure, how much is gas? How much is my time? 2 hours of my time is certainly worth more than $20. So there's that. That's the thing. there's a lot of people that don't realize when they're shopping at one of these places that more than that, you're paying for convenience, and that's a wonderful thing. Unless you're the type that likes to just go out and shop, and then I can understand that too. Because I go to Rural King, I can order stuff from Amazon, but I'd rather browse through the aisles of Rural King just to see if there's. It's like the Walmart when we go out to, you know. There's a lot of us. It's not embarrassing that go to you're in a new city, especially the guys. Not to be chauvinistic, but mostly the guys. They'll go to a Walmart in a strange town because there's always stuff in a particular local Walmart somewhere that, you know, and being that they're all good, relatively good deals because they buy in bulk, it's possible you might find some little gems. And it's someplace to go. Obviously, I'd rather go to a state park or something like that, but there you are, Dave. I said earlier, I knew Dave would be here. Good to see you, Dave. I always count on you, and often Troy. So if you guys got any questions or like me to talk about anything, by all means, go ahead and put them up there and I'll chat. The current topic is, I suppose, convenient grocery shopping from Kroger. Which again, it's nice, but it comes at a cost. You know, there's a lot of people that argue, no, it's the same prices or better than Publix. Well, you're comparing that to Publix? That's, you know, I'm sorry, but here in Florida, that's you pay for the Publix has excellent brands and excellent meats and excellent, I mean, good, you know, well, you know, depends what time of year, depends on a lot of things, but for the most part, they're pretty good. Most of the quality is pretty good, and you pay for that. Then you got the other stores like Aldi's and in Miami it's Tropico or something like that, and Sedano's, and they're the local chains, and those small local chains often have fantastic deals. Fantastic deals. Sometimes their quality is not the best. You know, they can't afford they can't afford to be throwing out a bunch of old stuff, of bad quality stuff. You know, all the big stores, all the big chains, you know, the amounts of food that they've got pretty good, but the amount of food that is probably thrown away that expires. There's the difference. You know, these large chains throw away the stuff, or at the very least, you know, I don't know, give it to different places or whatever. But the point is, they don't put it in there. They normally don't put the ugly looking stuff in their inventory for the public to see. And as a result, fancier stores will see mostly ripe and wonderful food, extremely heavy. Whereas these small stores, they'll see everything. And you're going, God, why are all these bananas rotten? Yeah. Because they're trying to get every single person to buy You know, they're giving you the advantage, and they're giving you a price. And then luckily you have things like Kroger, which when you're and others that when you have the model of buying in bulk, you know, the warehouse model, the big box model, then you can buy cheaper because you buy in bulk. You can transport between stores that are low or need them. And the best part is you can cycle your inventory if it's in one big, huge central location, as opposed to multiple stores. So I see the advantage. But going back to the disadvantage is that if you're a savvy shopper, there's a chance that you could save a lot of money by looking at the prices where they are. Well, I've got my first roll. Okay, I'm going to do another one like this, and we'll see how much more I got left, because, see, how many feet is this? This is, yeah, it's 75 feet, I believe. Let me double check this. 50, it's 50 feet, holy cow. Well, 50 feet, I'm going to need 3 rolls, so do whatever I can do. How you guys doing out there? So, next roll. this is underlayment, you don't do this because you cut, because it's very easy to cut. You don't cut the tape off unless you're very, very careful with the layers. This is thick stuff. And here we go again. This rolls a lot easier with that thread there. Cut this side. This is the side to cut. Marker. Forgot it on that side now. to take a little Advil because my back is hurting. I don't know if it's from this earlier today where I was putting up stuff on the roof, but it's just, it's painful. A little Advil and some food because I am a little hungry, so. So, I have been eating lately. I found a concoction. Some of you may enjoy this, some of you may not. I'm a real fan of, as I mentioned earlier, creamy chicken noodle soup. Chunkies from Campbell's, chunky creamy chicken noodle soup. And I found that if you place the Uncle Ben's 4-cheese risotto, or the 4-cheese one, or there's different ones. And so it blends pretty well. A can of Chunkies and then the 4-cheese one. It's pretty darn good, is all I can say. Between the pasta and the carbohydrates, I'll just say that's an awful lot of there's an awful lot of carbohydrates between the pasta and the rice. And this is what's hurting my back. One of the many things. I'll probably take a break after this one. gloves, I'm looking at the table. It's got a bunch of shiny surfaces all over it. I know that's the minerals here that's dropping off the glass. It's, as I was saying earlier, this is something you never want to do without gloves. This is mineral coated stuff. I believe that was 3, it might have been 4, but I think it was 3. 3 times 7 is 21, 25, roughly the midpoint. So we got another, I would say another 4 sections to go. 4 times. It was 4 times, I think. 4 here. definitely two more. Okay, part 2 is done. This is a pain. I'm so glad for the underlayment, I'm telling you. The synthetic underlayment, if I had to do rolls of this all through the top, it'd just be a pain. That's 2. Let's bring you guys inside for a little while. Because I'm a little tired. So we'll have a nice little conversation. Then I'll come back out for some more punishment. How are you, Troy? Yeah, it's nice and cool in here. I'll tell you, it's fantastic. Let's switch over to the other camera here. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. It is quite hot out on the roof, but I'm gonna have to go back there soon. See my new toy back there? I don't know if you guys saw the video. I got a lift. Whew. Luckily, it's a cooler day than most today, and it's supposed to rain tonight, or rather later today, around 4 or 5. So I will hang on. Let me turn off the mute the TV because. Be right back, folks. Gonna grab a Diet Coke and then grab you guys up. Alrighty then. Okay. So let me take you guys over to my little station. So I've got my TV there on the screen, on the big screen, and at the moment I'm just chilling over here. Whew. It's nice and cool with the breeze. It really is. It's nice. But it won't be for long. Pretty soon it'll be, I don't want to say unbearably hot, but pretty warm. I still got to get up on the roof and put the rest of the, maybe I'll do that next. Maybe I'll get up and see how much I'm missing, because I might not be missing that much as far as the ridges go. And then I could save something. So how are you guys doing? It's wow. Oh, I know what I need. I need to connect my fan. That's better. I've got a little fan running. Okay. Did it connect? No, it turned off. Alexa, turn on fan 1.
Okay.
There we go. It wasn't plugged in, so it took a second to connect to the system, but that's so nice. You can't see it, it's off camera, but it's very nice. Hmm. $500? They're out of their minds. $350 even? Crazy. So I saw this commercial for this Lomi.com. It's a composter. I have to say it's a yuppie composter. It's sad, it really is, because I throw away a lot more garbage than that composter can compost. And it uses power, so it's kind of it's a shame, it really is. Yeah. Throw it in Lomi, wait a few hours, and in the few hours I'm gonna be eating 1 or 2 more times. So I'd rather have a compost heap if I was gonna compost and just throw the garbage in there and then let the leaves and the bacteria all digest it. It's wow. No more flies, no more maggots, no more messy bin cleanup required every day. Well, I don't do that anyway. Wow. It's a shame. It really is. Wow. Yeah, I got a question. Why is it so expensive? Do you have any questions? Click to chat. Anybody most people that compost are going to be price conscious. That machine is intended for a yuppie crowd that knows nothing about composting. They're going to buy it, they're going to be frustrated with it, and they're going to, and pretty soon the market's going to be flooded with those miniature, what is it? I can't even say, it's probably a gallon composter. I mean, I could probably easily create a small one, which is 25 gallons. A gallon composter, that's too much. That's crazy. So, folks, I'm gonna rest a little while before I go back out there again. I'll probably do another live when I'm up on the roof. I'd stay with you and chat with you guys, but nobody's really asking any questions.
So that's my usual MO. If people ask questions, I'll stay on for a while and tell you stories. But if nobody comments or asks questions or anything, then I'll call it a day. So I will catch you all later at an undisclosed time, and I will see what I can do about completing the roof. Probably half an hour or an hour I'll rest and take some Advil, see if I get rid of my backache and my headache, and go back up there and finish that off. Later, folks. Bye-bye.